Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel English Bites. Today, our topic is about 20 rules of subject-verb agreement. Rule number 1. Subjects and verbs must agree in number. Pag singular ang subject, singular ang verb. Plural ang subject, plural din ang verb. Thou is singular, its is singular. Ducks is plural, duck is plural. Number 2, don't get confused by the words that come between the subject and verb. Example, detective who was called to the case is usually very good. The group of words that come between the subject and verb ay ito, who was called to the case. Ito ay hindi nakaka-apekto dito sa subject and verb agreement. Rule number 3, prepositional phrases between the subject and verb usually do not affect the agreement. Example, the biker in this race is very competitive. Ang prepositional phrase natin dito ay ito, in this race. Hindi ito nakaka-apekto rito sa subject and verb agreement. Ang biker ay singular, kaya ang verb natin ay is. The bikers in this race are very competitive. Dito, ang bikers na subject ay plural, ang gamit natin ay are. Itong prepositional phrase na in this race ay hindi nakaka-apekto rito. Next, number 4. If a sentence starts with there or here, subject will always be placed after the verb. Example, there is a meeting today. Ang ating subject dito ay meeting. Ang subject ay is. Dapat ang subject ay kasunod ng is kapag nauna ang there. Para mapatunayan natin ito, we need to rewrite the sentence in normal order like this. A meeting is there today. Meeting ang subject, ang verb natin ay is. Here are the results from this past month. Ang subject natin ay results. Pag binaliktad natin ito, ganito ang mangyayari. The results from this past month are here. Results ang subject, ang verb natin ay are. Ang results ay plural kasi may s, ay gumamit tayo ng are. Rule number 5. Subjects can come after the verb in questions. Like this example. Does Wendy always play with dolls? Ang sabi rito, ang subject daw sa pag-questions ang sentence ay sumusunod sa verb. Dito, ang subject natin ay Wendy, sumusunod siya rito sa verb na does. Does Wendy always play with dolls? Dito, si Wendy ay singular, kaya ang verb natin ay singular din, does play. Ito ay ating binaliktad. Ganito ang mangyayari. Ito na ay declarative sentence. Wendy always plays with dolls. Dito, hindi na tayo gumamit ng does, kaya ang verb natin ay magiging plays kasi si Wendy ay singular. Dito sa unang example, gumamit tayo ng does, kaya ang main verb ay walang s, play. Pag tinanggal natin ang does, katulad nito, ang main verb ay magkakaroon ng s kasi singular ang ating subject. Next, number 6. If two subjects are joined by and, they typically require a plural verb. Example, the puppy and the lady are friends. Dito, may dalawa tayong subject na kinonek na conjunction na and, kaya ang verb natin ay are. Next, number 7. If two subjects that are separated by and refer to the same thing, the verb is singular. Pag may dalawang subject daw na pinadugtong ng and na tumutukoy sa iisang bagay, ang verb ay palaging singular, like this one. Spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite. Itong spaghetti and meatballs refers to only one object. Ito siya. Yeah, singular. Next, if both subjects are singular and connected by or, nor, neither, nor, either, or, not only, but also, the verb is singular. Like this example. Gretchen or Brenda has stolen the scarecrow. May dalawa tayong subject na kinonect ng conjunction na or. Kaya ang ating verb ay singular, has. Next. Not only the guitar player, but also the drummer was soaked with sweat. May dalawa rin tayong subject dito, the guitar player at itong drummer. Pero, kahit dalawa sila, dahil gumamit tayo ng not only but also, ang verb natin ay singular, was. Next, rule number 9. If both subjects are plural and connected by the words or, nor, neither, nor, either or, and not only but also, the verb is plural. Like this example. The cookies or brownies are nice. Cookies or brownies are nice treats for your friends. Itong plural na subject natin, cookies ay plural, brownies ay plural. Kahit kinunik sila ng or, ito ay gagamit ng plural na verb. Next, rule number 10. If one subject is singular and one plural and are connected by the words or, nor, neither, nor, either, or, not only but also, use the subject that is nearest the verb. Example, either my classmates or my teacher has sent me a present. Ang subject natin dito ay classmates na plural at teacher na singular. Ang verb natin ay has. Malapit sa verb na has ay itong teacher na singular, kaya ang ating verb ay singular din, has. Ang classmates ang nandito, saka malapit dito sa verb, ang verb ay magiging have. Not only Bob, but also the Smiths want some hamburgers for supper. Ito naman, ang malapit dito sa verb ay itong the Smiths na may s, kaya ito ay plural, kaya ang ating verb dito ay want na plural din. Next, number 11. Units of measurement usually use a singular verb, like this example. 5 gallons of paint was used in the house. Right. Dito, 5 gallons, may is itong gallons, para siyang plural. But according to our rule, kapag units of measurement ang subject, ang ating verb ay plural, ay singular. Kaya ang verb natin dito ay was. Next, $4 is too much for a cup of coffee. Dito, $4, ito ay measurement din. Kaya, ito ay considered na singular kahit na may s sa dulo ang dollars. Kaya ang ating subject, ating verb ay singular, is. Next, number 12. Collective nouns usually take a singular verb. Like this example. The herd is stampeding. Now, dito, ang herd ay collective noun. Kaya ito ay kino-consider natin as singular, kaya ang verb ay singular din dapat. Next, the class was ready for the test. Ang class ay collective noun din, kaya gagamit tayo ng singular na verb, was. Number 13. Titles of books, movies, novels, etc. are treated as singular. Example, The Eagles was one of my favorite books. I want to see the movie. Alright, itong Eagles, The Eagles, ay title. Kaya ito ay singular, kahit na may s pa siya sa dulo. Next, number 14. Two infinitives separated by and take a plural verb. Ang infinitive natin dito ay to run at read. Run and to read are my two favorite free time activities. According to our rule, kapag dalawang infinitive daw, run at saka itong to read, ay pinagdugtong ng and, ang gagamitin nating verb ay plural. Kaya dito are ang gamit. To run and to read are my two favorite free time activities. Next, gerunds alone take a singular verb. Gerunds linked by and take a plural verb. Ang gerund, ito yung verb na nag-end sa ing. Example, dancing is not something everyone can do as well as I can. Ito ang ating subject, ito ang tinatawag nating gerund. Ito ay kinoconsider na singular, kaya ang verb natin ay is. Next, dancing and singing are my favorite hobbies. Dito, ang gerund ay dalawa, dancing at singing. At sila ay kinonect ng junction na and, kaya itong dalawa ay magiging plural na. Kaya ang verb natin ay are. Next, number 16. If the words each, every, or no come before the subject, the verb is singular. Like this example. This boy and girl has to take the test. Dahil nag-umpisa ito sa each, kaya ang verb natin ay singular, has. Next, each frog and toad turns into a prince. Dito, kahit na dalawa ang ating subject, frog and toad, dahil nag-umpisa ang sentence dito sa every, kaya ang ating verb ay singular, turns. 17. Most indefinite pronouns take singular verbs. Ito ang mga indefinite pronouns. One, someone, anyone, no one, everyone. Body, somebody, anybody, nobody, everybody. Thing, something, anything, nothing, everything. Little, another, much, each, one, neither, and either. Ating mga example ay everybody is happy. Although ang everybody ay mukha siyang marami, kasi ito ay crowd, pero sa ating rule, kapag nag-umpisa, kapag indefinite pronoun, ang subject, ito ay palaging gumagamit ng singular na verb na is. No one has a dime. No one ay singular. Nothing was going to help. Ang nothing din ay indefinite verb, indefinite pronoun, kaya was ang ating verb. Then, both, few, many, others, and several take a plural verb. Ito raw mga words na ito ay gumagamit ng plural verb. Example, several need to finish the race. Ang several ay kinoconsider na plural, kaya ang verb natin dapat ay plural din, need. Next, a few have the right answer. Ang few ay plural din na indefinite pronoun, kaya ang ating verb ay plural din, have. 19. The subject is all, any, more, most, none, or some. This is the only time you must look at the object of the prepositional phrase to determine whether it is singular or plural. Kapag ang subject daw ay all, any, more, most, none, or some, ito lang yung tanging panahon na titingnan natin yung object of the prepositional phrase para malaman natin kung ang gagamitin ay singular or plural. Example, all of the chickens have laid eggs. Ang prepositional phrase natin dito ay all of the. Ang object nitong prepositional phrase na all of the ay chickens. At itong chickens ay may S, kaya ito ay plural. Pag ito ay plural, ang gagamitin nating verb ay plural din. So dito, have ang tamang verb. Next, all of the apple is rotten. Ang prepositional phrase natin dito ay all of the. At ang object ay apple. Pero ang apple ay singular kasi wala siyang S dito, kaya ang verb natin ay singular din. Last, number 20, final rule. Remember, only the subject affects the verb. Ang subject lang ang makakaapekto sa verb. Now, if you have learned something in this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the notification bell in order to be updated. At syempre, share na rin para mas maraming matuto. Thank you very much for watching. See you again.